Tumbles here with two creepy people next to me. So in the in the subsequent videos, you will find that I hike with a couple of people, mainly that dude here.
Hello.
And his lovely wife, who allows him to go off and hike with me. So welcome to the Tumbles,
Team Tumbles.
Team Tumbles video hour. Actually, it's going to be less than 10 minutes. But yeah, so what we're going to do today is kind of introduce ourselves and a little bit of a background. Yeah, so I guess without further ado, we can start with Cranky over here.
Alright, so my trail name is Cranky John. I love history, so John Adams, Cranky John Adams, that's where that comes from. I've been hiking on and off since I was 12 or 13 in Boy Scouts, but really in the last year I've picked it up with Tumbles over there. Started hiking in the remnants of hurricane last year and done over 200 trail miles this year, section hiking the Appalachian Trail. Goal is to get a lot of that done by 2020, 2021.
Excellent.
I guess it's my turn.
It is, darling.
I guess they call me Precious Cargo. That's my trail name. The time I've been hiking is -6 months. I really don't hike. They gave me a trail name. Sometimes I go out for short little bursts at a time, a couple miles here and there.
How did you get Precious Cargo?
Because we were going on vacation. This one was driving. And my mother told her to be careful because she was carrying precious cargo. Totally serious, meaning me.
And it stuck.
Yeah. It stuck.
Okay.
Good.
Alright, and as you see me in the last video, I am Tumbles. I've been hiking on and off since I was about 4. Basically, my mom made the mistake of bringing me to a nature preserve in our very metropolitan area, and I was hooked and been hooked ever since. How I got the name Tumbles was when we started hiking more seriously last year. We were on the AT in New Jersey on a very flat section of the AT, and I tripped over tree roots and managed to get very nasty black and blues all over my knees and my hands. So that's where Tumbles came from, and I've lived up to the name ever since. Most recently I had a nice fall on top of a mountain in New York, and that was the scariest tumbles I think I've dealt with so far. In terms of hiking, we've done most of New York and New Jersey in this past year, and like Cranky said, we are hoping to finish by 2021. And we shall see. So what I'm going to do is, because I'm on my iPhone, I'm going to pause this shit right now. You guys look like American Gothic right now. Okay, back on the trail. Alright, so basically we did our introductions. That's a wonderful thing. And so Cranky had requested that we do a silly story. Either about, I don't know, about himself or about other people, so go for it, dude.
On the trail.
On the trail, of course.
I think the best one was first long section hike that we did on New York, heading from Graymore Monastery. The goal was to hit the Connecticut border. Did not happen, but we stayed in the RPH shelter. That was my first introduction to a shelter on the trail. Previous to that, I had only done either day hikes or overnights in tents. And in the shelter, I was not used to trail culture and the oddities that you see with people on the trail. There was a gentleman who I admire his self-confidence. Maybe I'll get there myself one day. But beer gut hanging out in the bunk, and unicorn boxer briefs. Oof, very delicious. Very tight unicorn boxer briefs. There is nothing left to the imagination. I was blinded tragically, so I'll have to figure out how to navigate the trail blind from this point forward.
I will add that there was a photo taken, so every time he needs a reminder, it is on my phone. God, do you have? She has more tragic stories than funny stories.
One time when they left me alone, I bought a car.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Not great for our bank account, but I bought a car.
That I'm not allowed to use for trail projects.
Baby does not go in the woods. Not with your clothes. Not with no, baby doesn't go in the woods.
In terms of a funny trail story, I don't know. Unicorn undies take the cake for the the most bizarre time in a shelter I think I will ever have.
Cat.
Oh, that's not funny, but when we went on vacation back in early July, we went to Harper's Ferry area to do the West Virginia part of the AT, some of Maryland, and Cranky hadn't hit his 20 miles yet. We were trying to break his 20-mile rut, and we were all gung-ho. We got up at 4 o'clock in the morning. We were out by 4:15, on the trail by 4:30. I wasn't too thrilled, but hey, once I saw the sunrise, it was all good. And as we were walking, we must have been about 1.5 miles into the trail, and all of a sudden we hear meowing. And we hear more meowing, and we hear people's voices. And all of a sudden, a cat comes trotting down the trail, and very attentive, very nice cat, and the people were gone. So we ended up adopting a cat for about 4 hours, trying to contact every shelter, every vet, anything in a basically dead zone in terms of animal rescue.
After scratches and bites and
bleeding
and trying to put a makeshift leash on this thing as it's hopping down the road.
It's like choking itself. It's so frantic. But finally, getting the cat, which we aptly named Blaze, onto solid ground with with a towel around it and everything, she tended to calm down. But apparently in Harper's Ferry and everywhere else in that area, nothing's open on a Saturday. The police stations, they are optional opening at a certain time.
It said 8:30, but
maybe 9:30. They need brunch,
Yeah.
That's what I was doing while you two were out with the cat. I was drinking coffee in bed.
Yeah, we loved the cat, then we hated the cat after a while, and then we loved the cat again. But eventually we got in touch with Frederick County, Maryland's ASPCA, I guess, shelter.
Yeah.
Whatever their county equivalent is, and brought the cat there, and just recently found out that the cat has been adopted by mutual friends. So, hooray!
We are heroes.
Yes, we are Auntie Viv, or Auntie Tumbles. Hi, I'm Viv. Auntie Viv and Uncle Cranky. And Anti-Precious Cargo, which doesn't sound too good, actually.
No, it sounds really weird.
Anti-Precious Cargo.
Aunt PC.
Aunt PC.
I'm sweating like some sort of farm animal right now. It's the hair. Gosh, that was 7.5 minutes?
Yeah.
So we're not going to waste your time any further. So, until next time, which won't be too far from now, I'm going to do a quick shakedown of everything in my pack for my upcoming trip to the Dolomites this upcoming Friday. And yeah, you will see these two in future videos. So, ciao for now.
Ciao for now.
And we'll see you soon.